Welcome to the podcast of disaster. I'm your host, JCR1216, and joining us today, we actually not only have two returning ones, we have a new person. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Quartermoist437, and I have just recently only really gotten into the Sonic community. I was sort of involved in it for a long time, but a few months ago, a friend really got me into the series, and now I do, drawings and stuff. I've been posting a lot about it on my Twitter and my Bluesky, so, yeah, it's been a lot of fun, so I'm really excited to be on the podcast, and, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm just so glad to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Problem, and we have two returning co-hosts.
Yo, what up?
Hi, LordM. You already know me. It's good to have you here, Gord.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep, and we have some beautiful questions today, and not something that's going to make me afraid to look at God in the face in 80 years, hopefully. So yeah, let's go over to our Google form that you can also ask questions on over on our Twitter and our Bluesky at the Podcast of Disaster or Teapot of Disaster. Anyways, let's begin. We first have a question directed at a host. Question for LordM. Why do you hate Male Character X, Diamond Cutters, any of them, and why do you hate Shadowlin? Oh, come on, man. You know, I was the one to create Shadowlin, right?
Let's start with the first part. Well, it's easy because for starters with Bengal, I don't see it dating, getting more personal with other male characters in a level of romantic. And for Yanowin, I also gonna mix it with the Shadow one. For Yanowin X male characters is for now I kind of like Shurgowin and the ship her and you do. I kind of like those ships and they are my favorite. And as for Shadowin, I just straight up don't like it. Also, I don't like Shadow in general, but the Shadowin, I honestly don't like it at all. That's all.
Okay. Well, okay. Well,
Sorry, JC.
Yeah, Shadowlin came from a bit of a joke, I would think, in Christmas of 23. It was an idea that I had for a certain other podcast show that was doing Sonic at the time. And it was a fun thing. People enjoyed it. Then it got traction, and then I was like, oh my god, an artist looked at it and made a drawing of it. I freaked out. The comic came about it, and it just kept on building. And I just had this big dumb grin on my face every time I see people do the stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, let's get on to our next question. Normal. How about you do the honors of this one?
All right, this one is from Anonymous asking if you could bring.
You have to double click it.
Yeah, I think I missed one. Me take. This one comes from Jay Goblin, and they ask, "Haven't seen this question pop up, so if this was repeated, skip it." Well, can't undo that part. I've heard that both Shadow and Sonic are both homeless bums in canon, and I think that's hilarious. I like to imagine Sonic has a traveling van to store stuff, i.e. chips, bracelet, and Shadow has a motorcycle tent. But it makes me wonder, do you see Silver being homeless?
Ooh, that's a good one.
No, because I feel like I think everyone will just see Silver in soaking rain, and he's just sitting there on the sidewalk, looking really sad, and everybody will take pity on him, then bring him into this house. Silver's
I
that
think
cheap
he
dog.
is with. I think he either goes back to the future to see, or Blaze taken with her to the Soul Kingdom.
What do you think?
I'd imagine he has a.
Yeah,
Sorry.
maybe before it's fine. But maybe before he got kicked out of the Diamond Cutters, I could definitely see that being there, him having a bunk room, and I just can imagine just him sleeping. I have this headcanon that Silver mumbles future event spoilers while he's sleeping. I just imagine him taking a nap, and I just imagine Whisper reading a book, and Silver subconsciously spoils the ending and the sequel that it has. It's oh yeah.
We're gonna see Sunny Adventure 3.
It's oh my god, that person got destroyed, and Whisper just closes the book silently and just.
Just leave.
Yep. It's just especially it gets annoying with Lanolin when she tries to actually sit down and relax, and then Silver spoils the ending to it. So she puts hot coffee on his. So he puts his fingers in hot coffee.
Oh my gosh.
Ow! Why did you do that? You spoiled my book. I'm sorry. I'm a sleepy spoiler. Okay.
You do a great voice of him.
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't talk about how long it takes to actually keep this up. The future. Yeah.
Silver, start spoiling the ending.
So Normal, what are your thoughts on that question?
I can see Silver being the type to have a home somewhere. Not sure where, but somewhere. I agree. I think he would have a pretty nice house.
With some flowers.
Actually, I actually know the answer to this. He's living in your walls, Normal. He's levitating right behind you right now.
Hey, do you got video games on your phone?
Silver would be the type of guy to ask that. Say hi to Silver for me, Normal, whenever you have time.
Oh my god. I'm so glad to be here.
Okay.
Alright, then
Next question. Lord M, you take this one off.
Alright. Anonymous asks, if you could bring 1 to 3 characters from Archieverse, pre-Genesis, who would pick and why?
I think pre-Super Genesis was when Penders had a hold of it. So, I guess Lana Day, Laura Sue, and Julie Sue then. I think that's what pre-Genesis wave was. Man, it's been a minute since I've read Archie.
Maybe.
So I'm blanking.
I haven't even read them like at all.
All you've got to know is to avoid certain issues written by Ken Penders, because if you do read them, you're gonna question yourself, and do not search up the Laura Sue Chronicles, because you're gonna see art in there that's gonna make your head spin at supersonic speed.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you.
But yeah,
Also, don't you have Scorch Crimes? Just in case.
Oh God, no! Let's not. Listen, I need this. Even though I don't want to get deplatformed and demonetized in the same episode. Come on.
Yeah, just don't use that.
Normal, what are your thoughts? What 3 characters would you bring?
I have no clue. I never read pre-Super
Archie.
Genesis.
Am I the only one that's kind of read all of Archie?
I could only bring I don't know, maybe Storm, and the hamster one.
Neat. Man, I'm such a nerd. So, Court, here's your first question to be answered. I mean, to be you know what I mean. Your turn.
Read.
Okay, so an anonymous person asks, Whisper and Shadow switch places in the timelines. What happens?
That's an interesting one, and that might get a thumbnail. Well, all I know is Son Isper and Shad Angle are going to be the most popular ships in the Sonic fandom.
But yeah, I can see that happening 100%.
Yeah, I honestly think it would be really cute to see Whisper and Maria together, just like in the arc. I think that would be really wholesome.
Shadow seeing the Diamond Cutters die. Oh no.
So that means instead of Shadow androids, would it be Whisper androids?
Oh no.
That would be like some of the most that's so sad. Just imagine that for a second. Emotional damage indeed.
Yeah.
But it's a funny thing to think about, because I definitely think that'd be interesting, because Sonic isn't going to go to prison in SA2 because Shadow and Whisper look so different from each other. At the same time, does this now mean that Whisper loves Latinos?
That blue hedgehog from all places.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm seeing it does.
So who's the female equivalent of Keanu Reeves?
I think the blonde lady that works with Adam Sandler.
Guess Kirsten Ritter. I guess Kirsten Ritter, who's already in the movie universe, would play Whisper then. I just imagine that. Imagine the Sonic movie 3, and I'm just imagining hearing Whisper say "Revenge Walk" is like the funniest thing ever.
Look, I don't know, but now that we're on the subject, I think, imagine if Tango also switched place with Maria.
Yeah.
Big trauma right there.
Yeah.
How
shot through the heart.
Yeah, that. Like, if somebody makes a what if scenario, like a comic or something, switching both of them places, the Sonengo fans are gonna be the Wispengo fans are gonna be heartbroken.
Oh yeah, let's not bring up that, because remember, if Maria's switching places with Tangle, then
that's gonna be heartbroken if they,
Yeah, that's gonna be much more of a sibling dynamic if Tangle gets switched with Maria. That's something that's with Shadow, with being a diamond cutter, it would be interesting to see that play out, because we really don't know what Shadow's. I mean, we knew Shadow was more calmer and more relaxed. I don't think the diamond cutters would actually die on Shadow's watch. And that's no jab at Whisper, but the idea of Shadow being in place of Whisper, because I think Shadow would sniff out Mimic a lot better than a pre-trauma Whisper would.
Yeah, but if we have to think about it, I think it will go the same, just switching characters, because in theory, if they switch voices, Shadow would not be the ultimate Yakuza. He might have a different personality and different ability.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, it's still. Sorry, you talk first.
You go first.
Rock, paper, scissors. Wait a minute, we're not in person. You go first. I've yapped enough so far.
He would be walking that Whispering, that's for sure.
Yeah, he would be. Shadow.
The Whisper in the match.
Oh my God, Whisper 05. Whisper's gonna be shooting guns. I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining Whisper in Shadow 05. That would be like peak fiction right there. But
Whisper
if I think the question was more in the sense of, what if you just switch this? I don't think it was like an overall personality switch, because Shadow and Whisper do kind of have a little bit of the same personality. So it would be like, oh my God, Look at them.
If I remember correctly, wasn't there like a part in a comic where Whisper actually did have a firearm? I seem to remember that, but
I think they also have. I also
pretty much
remember
like begging her not to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah, I
Whisper
think,
has
was-
experiences with firearms. But Whisper would honestly, if we're replacing her with Shadow in this scenario, Whisper was at her original state a playful character. That's what Shattered Diamonds. That's what a GG wanted with that story. So if we did take the playful Whisper aspect, I think that Whisper would probably be the way that she is now. But if you took it like a somewhat like moderately serious Shadow, like if it's just like the personality switch, then I think that would be the most interesting outcome. Because I just feel like the whole Diamond Cutters dynamic would probably be different. Yeah, Shadow isn't the ultimate life form anymore, but that still doesn't mean Shadow can, have the power to kick ass.
Yeah, it's just that he lacks the chaos powers and all that. Doom genes.
Yeah, and he can't.
Although it would be cool just to see Whisper have the Doom wings and all that.
Yeah, the Doomwing Whisper would be really cool to see.
or just shouting chaos blast.
So if Whisper still has her Wispin, does this mean that she just shoots Sonic, or does she like defend Maria by shooting the gun guard? It's like that's a lot of that question opens up so many scenarios. It's like if IDW doesn't go down under, or whoever does the comics next, I would love to see them do a straight up what if in the Sonic universe, kind of like what Prime was, in a sense, but we just get to see the different scenarios. Like what if Whisper and Shadow switch places? What if Blaze had Sonic's Eggman? Those are the questions I really want to ask. And speaking of the next question that's gonna be asked, how would Sonic? Yes. Okay, that was a rough one. So the next one. Surge X Silver, how does that happen?
What?
Oh, Silverge. Oh, that's a throwback and a half. Good God. That was like one of the last things I was doing before I left. Silver X Surge, that's an interesting one. I feel like Surge and Silver would get along nice. Out of all the hedgehogs, besides Amy, do not come after me, Search Twitter. Amy would bond the best with Surge in terms of hedgehogs. I think Silver would be the close second place just because I feel like Silver and Surge can relate on some level.
In what? I need more explanation, but I don't know. I see more like Surge being rude to Silver, and Silver trying to be his best to be his friend, but he's not gonna get nowhere.
Well, the way that I see Silver and Surge working out is just like, yeah, you can push Silver around, but if you push the wrong button on him, he's gonna come after you.
Right.
It's like I can just imagine.
Silver.
Like imagine Surge just charging at him, and it's like, and Silver's just like, no, today the pegging's on you.
No.
Oh,
Throws them away.
dear Lord, no.
No, not like that. No. Get your minds out of the gutter. I did not mean pegging like that. Good God. Good God.
Oh my God.
No, good God. I meant like punching, like being pegged by like punches, like playful punches, not
Punted.
what? Normal?
Being punted around.
Yeah, throwing him Thursday. That's everything. Ugh. Good God, I need to do a better job with what comes out of my mouth, because good God. Speaking of coming out of my mouth, no.
No.
God damn it.
JC, you're gonna get the one.
Okay, anyway. Normal, here's your next, you'll do the next question.
Alright. Unfortunately, this one's from an anonymous, and can't believe it's coming out of my mouth for the first time. Whisper says, Hawk to what happens next?
I guess you could say the relationship. Oh my God, I guess you could say the relationship. Good God, we are all falling apart, good God. Anyways, I think, if Whisper said Hawk Tua, then I guess her and Jet's relationship is going pretty well. Please, Maria me when you see me in person, Normal.
He's clearly talking about Jet the Hawk, nothing else. 2 Hawks.
Yeah.
2 Hawks. Oh gosh.
I would think
with Wave,
Tango,
Jet, and Whisper. Let's go.
I would think Tango would just say the same just to annoy Yanoi. Like, Yanoi, it's just a hack door. And Whisper gonna say, you have to hack door, Yanoi.
Oh God. What happened to the? This is what I meant by disaster. Oh God. But yeah, that is very interesting.
An
question.
actual episode of disaster.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of first questions and a lot of next thing you know, we're gonna have a question next episode. Please do not ask this about Tangle saying skibbity toilet. Anyways, now since I've doomed to the next episode,
Skibbity, JC.
I'm gonna throw you off of a small building. By small building, I mean 5 inches because it's a Lego piece. Anyways, next question, LordM, it's your turn.
Alright, Anonymous asks, Rouge and Blaze date. What happens?
Oh God.
Honestly, I could see that being an interesting one, especially if it's like in the Soul Kingdom, because I feel like Rouge would want to like. I do feel like when things come to play, I think Rouge would honestly be fair on a date, and same thing. Blaze is gonna be cordial as well. So I think it would be a fun time just to like see them explore like jewels and like emeralds and stuff like that, like going around. I feel like the Soul Kingdom, since it's like a water thing, I feel like there's gonna be some like underwater coral and like crystals that they could explore. I think that would be really cool to see.
I think Rouge will steal everything in the castle.
No, Blaze doesn't bring her anywhere near the castle. In fact, she brings her to the second castle.
The one with made of wood.
Yeah, but yeah, I think differences aside, I think they would honestly have a really good time because it's like Rouge is smart. Like she's a very smart and capable character. Blaze is the smartest female character in the entire series. So I would love to just like see them like just talk it out and like do things because I feel like that would be really cool to see. What are your guys' thoughts on a potential Rouge and Blaze date?
I don't even want to imagine that, honestly.
I would love to see.
Normal, what about you?
It would be an interesting date, but yeah.
It would be an interesting date. Anyways,
Royal and a thief.
Yep, just like Aladdin, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That would honestly be a pretty the story of Aladdin. I could just who would be the Robin Williams genie for Rouge? Would it be
Tangle?
Silver? Tangle would be perfect. Tangle being the genie for Rouge would be hilarious. Perfect. Okay, Court, it's your turn to pop a question.
Okay, Surgery in the Legs asks, if Shadow and Surge started a club, what would the theme be?
I hate Sonic.
Well, that's one.
Honestly, I feel like Shadow and what?
They both find Sonic annoying.
Yeah, I feel like Surge would actually brag to Shadow that she technically did kill Sonic for like a half second. I get closer to you than you've ever gotten to actually beating Sonic. That's not the point. Yeah, the point is that's better than you. How about we fight? Actually, no thanks. And that's
I'm pretty sure Surge gonna get steamrolled by Shadow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. If Shadow and Surge did start a club, I feel like it would be around that. I don't think Surge would like coffee or cats. Yeah. Normal. What would?
Why not? Because coffee gives you energy, and Surge energy.
A Dynamo Cage. Someone hide Whisper.
Okay, we need to make a Yanowin talk to Surge now and explain it about coffee.
Normal. What do you think? Would you agree that they would just start an I Hate Sonic club?
Yeah, that was on my mind when I read this.
Yeah.
The question.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of questions, now it's time for me to ask this one. This one's from Anonymous. Besides Pratt, who would you want to play Silver? I have mine down, but I'm not going to say it until everyone else goes.
I don't know. I'm not really big on movies, honestly.
I am not in the fan casting scene. The most fan casting I've seen is them fantastic Tom Holland as Silver.
Oh my God, Tom Holland as Silver would be funny. But honestly, I think the funny haha whistle man, Josh Hutcherson, would be a fantastic Silver if it's not Pratt. Peter Millark is one of my favorite secondary characters ever, and he is kind of a lot like Silver in a way. I would love to see that.
Hunger Games?
Yeah, Hunger Games. Peter Millark.
Heck yeah, I love those movies. And
Josh Hutcherson was in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, right? He was the guy. He wasn't the killer, but he was the person that was like the main character.
My God, man, I haven't watched the movie.
You haven't seen the FNAF movie?
Nope, not at all.
Not me.
I remember seeing it in theaters, and then I had a timer on my phone go off because my friend requested me not to text him at a specific time. So it went off in the middle of the theater. I jumped out of my seat and I ran out of the theater to like turn it off because I was fumbling my phone. I walk back in and everyone gives me a slow clap and says thank you for doing that, and I just bow in front of the entire theater. That was definitely an experience in my life.
That's funny.
I would love if I became a big celebrity within the next 2 to 3 years. One, please do not mention this podcast to my face. I will punch you. I'm joking. Another thing that I would do is I would love to voice Silver. Obviously, as you know, I can kind of do the voice. The way that I do it is I just get my throat really ashy so I don't drink water. The same way Silver never had water in the future. Yeah.
He doesn't know what water tastes like.
Yeah. All I've had is this thing called Prime Energy. It's so bad.
Oh no.
Who the hell is Logan Paul? The only music that we have is by the other guy, and it's even worse than the drink.
Do you fuck with Skibidi?
Yeah, somehow, some way. It's like I would rather be anywhere else in the timeline. Yeah, that's the way I imagine like the future being with like Silver, and that's the voice that I've done. Doing Silver, for people at home, if you want to do Silver, just get your voice like really nasally. So go drink Prime Energy. Actually, don't, because that would be bad because you're giving Logan Paul money. Just try to get your throat a little bit dry, then like get your voice like pretend that you're stubbing your toe, and then try to talk like you're talking to like a newborn puppy, and like that's the voice that you have to use.
Oh my god.
Like, hey buddy. There you go. That's how you get the voice. That's how you get the Silver voice.
Hey boys, do you fuck with Skibidi?
I'm gonna throw you on Thursday. Can you do the voice normal?
Well, my voice naturally is. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the thing. My voice is stuck in like this weird thing where it's like puberty but not puberty. I've sounded the same for like the last like 4 to 5 years, so I'm just wondering why. So it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna become a voice actor. Every single time I've requested to do Silver, people tell me that I sound like I have an AI voice, and it makes me sad. Even when I'm recording myself like in person doing it, it's like because of the way that my face looks when I'm doing it, because I have to like be in this like certain optimistic tone to like play Silver. Because if you're gonna do Silver, this is a bit of a character study. If you're gonna play Silver or do things with Silver, you have to have a little bit of that optimistic tone in your voice. Like you always believing in a better future for tomorrow, no matter how bad the shitty present is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, that's how the voice goes. That's the way that you have to do it. That's how the Silver voice has been made. I have lost track. Who's doing the next question?
I do it.
I haven't.
Yeah, normal. I think it's your turn.
Almost lost track. Okay, found it.
Oh, you have the honor of announcing the 69th question.
Oh my.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, 69th question from Anonymous. What IDW character deserves more love?
Of course, the 69 question. It has love involved. Anyway, I think Joel should have a better should get some more love. I love what they've done with her in the more recent arc, where she actually plays a main role. It's the first time Joel's honestly had a big role in anything since the camping episode.
A girl balls episode.
I mean, the camping arc, not the episode. Sega, don't worry. I did not just leak the fact that you're working on a brand new show adapting IDW. And if I somehow predict this to be right, please do not throw me in jail. But yeah, that's the way I would think about
the beach episode.
Oh yeah, the beach. Heck yeah. You know, I'm actually not really a beach guy, but that's for another day. But yeah, I like the beach one. I keep on forgetting the beach thing exists, but that was also a really good character study of Jewel. Like every time they've used Jewel so far, like she's the only IDW character that doesn't really have a really moment on her belt, besides maybe Surge and Kit. But it's like, Jewel is a consistently good character that they should just be using a little bit more. And I think with the way that the direction is going, and what I'm hoping for 76, is the fact that we get to see Jewel do a little bit more, because the Restoration Building's kind of her thing, and now that's more blown to bits than than Reputations nowadays. So yeah. Lanolin, I can see that. Normal and Court, who would you guys say?
Between Jewel and Lanolin.
Because I was thinking about initially asking, like, can it be, like, any character that appeared in the comics, or does it have to be, like, the exclusive IDW comics characters? Because
it's an open-ended question. So I guess any character.
I mean, there is a character I want to see more of, but then again, I'm not sure how they would write her into future stories. That would be Trip the Sungazer, because she's just, like, my favorite Sonic character, so, yeah.
Heck yeah, I would love to see Trip.
She was part of the Knuckles Anniversary comic.
That is true, but I still want to see more of her.
We need more Trip.
Yeah, I would definitely follow my face for some more Trip. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And Jewel and Lanolin's honestly a good decision too. Normal. Yeah, I just think like IDW is like, in terms of comics, it's kind of still young. I mean, it's not even a decade old. Like we're getting close to a decade of IDW, which is insane to say. In 3 years, IDW will be 10 years old. But it's like, but at the same time, it's like, it's been a weird and like history with IDW. They've done a lot of things that have worked and a lot of things that haven't worked. The world building, we still haven't had really solid world building yet. Maybe it's because of this is a prequel to Frontiers, which is something that I don't really like about the current state of the comics right now. I understand that you're trying to build up this massive and big story, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you're trying to introduce new characters, but at the same time, it's like, we could be doing a little bit more because it definitely feels like we're getting closer to being post-Frontiers. But at the same time, it feels like we're so far away from it. I remember Flynn saying, once we see Sage, you'll know you're past it. But at the same time, it's like we've been waiting for that for like 2 to 3 years at this point. Frontiers is turning, I think
3 at the end of this year.
This year's turning 4. Frontiers is almost 4 years old. We should probably be past. Frontiers is turning 3 this year. Never mind. Damn, Frontiers actually isn't that old. I thought Frontiers was older than I thought. But yeah.
I know my Sonic history.
I am surprised at anyone else that it's almost 10 years old.
Okay, so next question. Funniest Anonymous asks, funniest Amy ship. Go.
Funniest Amy ship. What would be the most ironic? Jet.
Normal?
I don't know. I got nothing for this.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of Sojourn, but that's now the norm, to say the least.
I would say the funniest would be Rouge.
Rouge would be funny. Yeah, but I think
I can fix her.
I think Jet would be like the most like absurd because I can just imagine Sonic walking by and I'm like, Amy, really? Why did you have to go with Jet? He was because I can just imagine that. That's like a nightmare that Sonic has.
Sonic, I go with Jet because he's a hawk. Deck door.
God. I threw up in my mouth. Yeah, I can just imagine like Jet and Amy just being like this like the most like funny thing ever. But yeah, that's something that I've always thought about when it comes to like Amy, like crack ships with Amy. I've done Whisper and Amy. I've done Tangle and Amy. There's a lot of like cool.
Can you pass me those?
I can lesbian stuff.
Please pass me the Tangle and the Whisper one. I want to read.
I haven't touched Tangle and Whisper yet. Honestly, I've shipped them with everybody besides themselves.
No. I mean, Amy with Tangle and Whisper.
And a polyamory.
No. The separate ship that you mentioned.
Oh, I'll link you those later.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what I've just like thought about when it comes to like the funny Amy ships, because it is funny shipping Amy with random characters like Jet. Jet would just Jet would be funny. So yeah.
Amy x Mario.
Oh God, Mario would be in jail.
Poor Sonic.
Not poor Sonic. Mario would be in jail.
Wait, how old is he?
Amy's technically still not an adult. I don't know whether I know the age has got removed.
Oh yeah.
But it's like Mario gets a case.
Mario's like 30 or something.
Oh no, I am in trouble. She told me she was a thief.
That was a good voice.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I can do it.
Mario, why do you touch the hedgehog, Mama Mario?
Okay, we're going a little
bit too
good
far. Voice actors or impression this.
I auditioned for the role for Mario when Martin A retired, but I didn't get it. But yeah, normal.
Kiss got to you.
Yeah. So, what would you think about a funny Amy ship?
Me or
anyone?
I guess know.
Jet wins.
I don't know.
Jet wins by doing absolutely nothing.
We have done these two. I'll tell you.
Okay,
Amy cool.
Oh God, honestly I can see
keep pushing.
That'd be funny. That would be cool. Anyways, Court, you have the honor of doing this next question.
Okay, so an anonymous person asks, Tangle and Shadow go on a blind date. What happens?
I don't know. Probably Shadow will find a little bit annoying Tangle.
You're just like Sonic. I thought that was a good thing. Absolutely. There you go.
What?
that damn emo from all places.
Basically, a Shadowless straight.
Yep. You're welcome, America.
I don't know. I feel like Shadow would get like really annoyed by Tangle because she's always so excitable and just
Wow, you're the ultimate iPhone.
Yeah, but I feel like they would have a decent time. I think out of all the Diamond Cutters, Shadow would have the easiest time with Lanolin. But yeah, I could definitely see Shadow and Tangle having some like antics and like it would just be like the goofiest thing ever. Anyways, next question, LordM, you have the honors.
Sonic X Duel. Thoughts on that? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where that came from, so I can't say anything.
Sonic X Duel. There's only one fan.
I guess it started from the whole the beach episode comic. I'm calling it that. Don't at me.
Yeah, I do not know anything about Jewel, so I can't really answer.
There was a panel where Jewel blushes when Sonic gets close. I can
All I have is the beach of it.
Yeah, there's only one Sonic slash Jewel fanfic on AO3 at the time of recording this, and it's a polyamorous one with Sonic, Tangle, and Jewel.
Wow.
Don't ask me how I know that. But yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just imagining that that one meme, dude, you're flirting with my sister. Yes, I am. I'm just imagining that entire bit with Tangle saying Tangle has Knuckles saying, dude, you're flirting with my sister. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. You die? Yes, I do. What? So take me, sweet dad.
That entire thing with just imagine that. That's gonna be the thumbnail of the episode. It's just gonna be Tangle getting mad that Sonic's flirting with Jewel and like they're dating. That's perfect.
I mean, if I remember correctly, in one of I the White comics, Jewel gets annoyed when Sonic just show up out of nowhere and make a mess in her office, making a lot of the paper fall to the ground, and she has to pick it up and reorganize.
Honestly, I do feel like Jewel would fit the tone of Sonic, just being around. Sonic likes powerful women.
Well, yeah, I do see.
Like if you want to attract Olive Maurice Hedgehog, all you have to do is be a very powerful woman.
Like Breezy.
In terms of strength or just
Yes.
governing power?
Power, like princesses, business women, like the dude has.
I mean, Amy's strong.
Yeah, Amy's strong with physical strength. So it's like, yeah, like Sonic, my man, I'm also the same way, just like me for real.
You want to get picked up by a big woman.
Who doesn't?
Wait, what?
Never know.
Yes,
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to, I think Sonic X Jewel does have potential, and I think it's a very funny idea to think about because it's a cool idea. It's like, oh my God, they would look so wholesome together.
Yeah, honestly, at the beginning I was like, why would you ship them? But after hearing all of you, I say, you know what? Let them go.
Yeah, and to cap this episode off, Normal, you have the honors.
All right, last one is from Anonymous. Question is, favorite IDW Sonic artist?
ABD. Adam, Bryce, Thomas.
I don't really know too many of them, so I'm gonna say Aaron Hammerstrom, the pencilist, because he has like some really cool behind the scenes posts on his Bluesky. That's really cool, so I'm gonna go with him because I don't really know many of them at all.
Yeah, personally for me, man, it's such a close race because all of them are fantastically talented. Like I see them all, and I'm like, oh my God, I kind of want to draw that, but at the same time, if you've ever seen me draw before, it's like, eh. But yeah, I love Gigi is fantastic. I love Adam Bryce Thomas has drawn so many of my insanity ideas. So those are my top two. Both of them are fantastic and people I would love to like work with professionally or even interview on this show. That would be awesome to do one day. Normal, who's your favorite artist?
I am undecided. They all have something unique to bring to the comics.
Yeah, it's such a hard question to ask because it's like all of them are good. All of them have something unique. Stanley has the experience. Obviously the new Flesh Blood Roethlisberger has like the most comforting style, like one of the more comforting styles. Gigi's art always makes me smile. Adams looks so cool. I'm forgetting some of the artists, but all of them are just fantastic.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to just like. That's why I like the fact that I could like get like I think the funniest thing though, if I had to choose one, I'm probably because I just like been around like and I've interacted with him more. I will probably like no disrespect to any other artist, but I'd probably give the edge to Adam just because he's done some of like the most funniest. Like I've interacted with him the most. He's fantastic. He's chill. He's great. His Twitch streams are fantastic. Just like he's awesome. And he does the sketch stuff, which is really cool. The fact that he's kind, he's chill, honestly a fantastic dude. And I hope IDW keeps using him for years to come. And I hope he has nothing but success. And that goes for all the artists, obviously. I hope they all have fantastic success.
I want to see more stuff of ABT inside the comic.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fantastic things, this episode is going to come to a fantastical end. I was going to say thank you to everybody who watches us. It's been a fantastic start, and I'm excited to keep going. And who knows what happens next? Because the only way we can go up is up. So up, down, left, right, left, BA plus start. Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah, fantastic as always. This was our first 4-person episode. I think it went fantastic. I'm very honored for everyone to be here, and I'm very honored that we can continue doing this from here on. in existing. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Go follow us on Twitter, Bluesky, and Spotify, and eventually TikTok, hopefully, if I decide to do that. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be good to yourselves, others, and mothers, and we will see you guys on, let's see, this episode's coming out on Thursday, I believe? Yeah, Thursday. So see you on Tuesday with our IDW review of 76, because I think that's the next one coming. Yeah. See you guys. Say bye, everybody.
Remember, don't skibidi too hard.
Of course you had to do that.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Or say bye to the audience.
Bye. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't
fine.
know.
See you, everybody.